Ray and Lisa, Paws and Pallets across America, leaving up out of East Tennessee today. We're going to end up out in Los Angeles. We've got a delivery. Can't really say what it is. It's, I wouldn't say it's secret, but we can't mention it. But anyway, it's 2,150 miles. We're hoping to do it under 40 hours. And then we'll have a little chat when we get done. I want to give you guys a little bit more additional information about the expediting business. We started out with that kind of information, then we got more tourism related because we like all the destinations we go. However, today I'm gonna give you guys some good, I don't know, maybe not advice, but some good information, some lessons learned that we have learned, and some best practices. I think that's the best way to put it. So we'll see you soon. Good morning, YouTubers. Well, you've seen us crisscross across America and move freight, and move dogs, move puppies, move wolves, and move ourselves from coast to coast. The title of this YouTube, as you saw, was Do Not Start a Cargo Van Business, with an important word that I forgot to mention in the title: if you haven't done your proper research. If you think you've done enough research, do a little bit more, and then you're getting close. You got to figure out what you want to do in the cargo van business. As we, including the road dog, laid in the back of the van as the sun was coming up over Arizona. And it's not 103, but it felt like 108 in the back of the van, even though it's only 80 something here, but it's going to be 103 today. I digress. So you got to figure out what you want to do with the van. How are you going to make money? You can be a medical courier and not travel across the country. You can do that in your hometown, right? I hear a lot of people making money doing that. I don't know how much, but they're making it. So you could do that. You could get a job just delivering packages around your hometown. I mean, you've got to be a special kind of something to go into the insanity of operating, living out of, sometimes alone. If you're alone, I choose not to be because I got my beautiful wife here and our road dog. So there's that, but it doesn't matter if you're both 108 degrees in the back of the van. It's a bit uncomfortable, right? I'm thinking, yeah. So, I mean, that's a reason not to do it right there. You might get somewhere and not get a ride. Then you're driving back towards your house empty, just feeding the gas tank with $6 diesel out of California. No, that's not us. We had business coming here, and we'll have business going out of here because we've hustled it up. But you got to decide what kind of driver you're going to be. Are you going to be a Mexican or a Mexicant? That's what I'm trying to tell you right now. So, you know, you can go to all these fabulous places, right? You know, you can do all that. But if that's not your thing, maybe you shouldn't start a cargo van business, because you're going to have to go to all these places to make any money. You're going to have to be willing to go where others won't. You got to be willing to do what others won't do to have what others don't have. You get me? Okay, so you meet a lot of fascinating people along the way, but if that's not your thing, maybe you shouldn't start a cargo van business, because you're gonna meet a lot of people. In my experience shows so far, some drivers aren't exactly people. Get me? So maybe this is not your thing. Maybe you shouldn't even start about starting a business. Don't even think about starting a business. Okay, let's say you're driving for 24, 36, I don't know, 39 hours coast to coast. Yeah, you get some sleep in there, your team or you're alone or whatever, you know, you get me? Maybe that's not your thing. Maybe that's not your deal. Maybe Xbox and air conditioning is your kind of deal. Well, you can have one in there, I guess, if you put the right inverter in. Okay, wait, that's not the topic we're on, is inverters and Xbox. We're talking about, is that your thing, man? I think maybe you shouldn't start a cargo van business if that's not your thing. you won't be able to endure it. You know, you gotta have some endurance. You might be driving, but let me tell you what, how about 35 straight hours and then you go to 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 feet in elevation and your legs and stuff swell up real tight because of the sudden elevation change and the fatigue in your muscles and the cramps. Did you eat enough bananas? Did you know to do that? Maybe you shouldn't start a cargo van business. Maybe you didn't do enough research because you don't know these things yet. You could experience them the hard way, but I would recommend that you not. Okay, now none of you thought this video was going to go this way. However, this is where we find ourselves. In my case, just outside of a Cracker Barrel because I want to get an egg sandwich here in a minute. And the puppy likes eggs, and I like eggs, and my wife likes eggs. A little bacon, and nothing wrong with that. It's healthy stuff. Okay, we're not here talking about Cracker Barrel. We're here talking about the cargo van business and the reasons you shouldn't do it or can't do it. Okay, now if all that sounds terrific, or let's say, okay, might be kind of gross. Maybe you're out in the middle of the, I don't know, Montana, and there's not been a gas station for 300 miles, and well, you know, you gotta, well, are you prepared to do that? Well, if you're not, then maybe the cargo van business is not for you, my friend. So, I know this is a real talk, and this is what it is. We'll see you again. We'll talk some more real stuff. You know, nicey time is over. It's time to get real. And on the road, you better get real, or guess what? You better not start a cargo van business because it's not sunshines and rainbows in your gaming seat in front of the Xbox, and, you know, drinking a Red Bull and in mama's basement. So if you're not ready to get out here and get real, well, you better not start a cargo van business, and that is the theme of today. But if you're ready to do all that stuff, you should definitely do it. Yeah, definitely.